Yeah. Good evening. It's a Ladenfinale, I would say, and it's quite. It's been quite some time, and but the time is anyway been quiet. So it hasn't been a quiet time, but it's been in the quietness of time. So anyway, we've been yeah, many things happened in the meantime, and in the meanwhile, and now we prepared a very spontaneous call and to invite a few friends and musicians who participated during the House of Hearts season and year. And so, in a spontaneous way, people come and go, like at a very flowing Christmas party. And we have a few talks, exchanges, a few thoughts, a few songs, and this is where we're gonna go. So, and this is anyway, this is a finale of of this year, which was quite interesting and funky. And yeah, so let's take it from there, and maybe maybe we start with a song, I would say. Shall we? I just start with a song, and then we take it from there.
Right on.
Right on. Anyway, just like we had, it was a nice day in May, and we were exactly sitting on our floating boat, on a floating office, a symbol of the isolation in times of lockdown, and we again in a lockdown. And in that case, it was great to have participated here with my friend Salah, and Salah is back, and so are we. So we're sending a few sessions and songs out of the Laden, and we kick off the night with a Laden song, and then I would say uh, I would make a great round of salute to friends who are with us tonight, which is great. Mother, 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 there are far too many of you crying. I said, brother, 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 there are far too many of you dying. Oh, you've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Rather, Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. You know, war is not the answer. We can conquer fate. Oh, we've got to find a way to make some love in here today. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. All
Nice.
right.
Nice. Good
What's
begin.
going on was
What's going
remember it's
on?
when you've been and visited me in my pond house. It was the week of the big demonstrations, and so you gave us some stories of that, and that was a song that opened the night by then. And so these are reminiscences basically. So welcome, good night, Stella, Adin.
Thank you very much.
It's great that you're.
Feels nice being here.
That's good. That's very good. And yeah, so Salah is back in the house, and I see right into the over the borders of Austria. I see into a wooden house, a wooden place. Patricia Olitsky, back in the game here, back in the run, which is great. It's good to see you.
Hello, brother. Nice to see you. And you too, Salah.
Thank you. Nice to see you too.
The last day, yesterday, I have seen you, but that was in the movies basically. So it's good to see you also live here, and so I can now I can talk to you.
Yeah, a different movie.
Different movie, exactly. And then also hello, and we're going also to guests that also were in June with us. Welcome Hans and Pipa. You hear me?
Hello.
It's good to have you back as well. So it's a very fine. Remember all those sessions with the three of us over the season, and it was always a very inspiring moment. And yeah, so it's a great funky, spontaneous Ladenfinale, Saisonale round. And yeah, how do we start? Maybe it's a time for a short reflection or a time for a song. Hans and people, shall we groove us in with a song or with a talk?
Yes.
Song.
A song.
Let's not talk too much.
Yeah.
We can
There's
talk later.
too much talk anyway.
I totally agree.
Hvad spiller vi egentlig?
Or this maybe it's
You said
fitting.
the song Egal.
Yeah, the next song is called Egal. So
Love that
it's
song.
egal if we talk or play music, but then we just play music because it's egal.
It's so egal.
Sooner or later.
Wer du bist, was du denkst, wo du stehst, es ist alles egal, alles egal. Was du isst, was du schenkst, wann du gehst, es ist alles egal, alles egal. Wen interessiert schon was? Wir haben doch alle Spaß oder was? Egal, nur keine Qual der Wahl, keinen Plan. Ich fang wieder von vorne an. Alles gut für mich und alles gut für dich.
Alles egal, alles ist alles egal, alles egal, alles ist alles egal, alles egal, alles ist alles egal, alles egal, alles ist alles egal.
Was du sagst, wo du bleibst, was du es ist alles egal, alles egal. Was du magst, was du treibst, wenn du disst, es ist alles egal, alles egal. Trink eine Tasse Tee, dann ist die Welt okay, ohne Rat und Tat, das ist doch eh nur Fahrt ohne mich und ich will lieber schwimmen gehen und muss sehen, es geht mir hier nicht ums Verstehen.
Alles egal, alles, alles egal, 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 alles egal, alles ist alles egal.
Alles egal.
Alles egal, alles ist alles egal.
So egal, was Touchdowns, shit, ich kleb daran. Egal, morgen fangen wir dann richtig zu leben an, stehen zu unserer Meinung und halten es durch, schauen uns selbst in die Augen bei diesem kalten Entzug vom Warten genug, ja verflucht, wo bleibt die Haltung und die Realness? Ich hab gehört, dass sie noch irgendwo auf ein Bier sind, die machen wohl durch, die Wurstigkeit hat sich mit ihnen auf ein Pack gekaut und Haselnuss-Schnaps gekauft, so süß wie der freie Fall, wenn man sich treiben lässt mit dem Strom, der Leidenschaft Flügel das Blei verpasst, wir reifen gerade, aber es ist wie mit Avocados, der perfekte Moment ist kaum zu fassen, lacht das Chaos. Und wir lachen mit, weil alles egal ist. Lachen Tränen, sagen Ja und Amen und feiern Partys, die Hoffnung bleibt zuletzt. Bis sie wer fickt, das übernehm ich, weil wir sind Friends with Benefits.
Alles egal, alles ist alles egal, alles egal, alles ist alles egal, alles egal, alles ist alles egal, alles egal, alles ist alles egal.
Jetzt hören wir nichts.
Nein, gleich wieder nicht.
Okay.
Okay.
Sehr cool.
Alright. Are we back?
Wie war die Avocado-Strophe nochmal genau? Die war super geil. Es ist wie bei den Avocados.
Es ist wie mit Avocados, der perfekte Moment ist kaum zu fassen, lacht das Chaos.
Geil.
Ist aber nicht von mir, der Rap-Part habe ich eine Rapperin gefeatured in dem Track, die heißt Nora Masu. Also das ist quasi eigentlich ihr Part, aber
Sie verweilt gerade in Portugal.
Ja, sie ist immer irgendwo. Aber
Digitale Nomade könnte man sagen, oder? Glaube ich.
Portugal.
Portugal.
My damn, my fault. They're fantastic. This is one of the best songs I experienced in this year, and there was actually it was a house of hearts for me to hear it for the first time, and no, that was really inspiring. Then we had the honor and enjoyment to have a beautiful piazzetta night at the Pianistengasse with Hans and people, and that was also a beautiful moment of really crazy adventure this year. And yeah, so this was the flow of it all basically, and it's one of those tracks that really will stay in my memory as 2020. And this is also a great moment to say that we prepared a beautiful, at the front door or at the meter away from me, we have a huge QR code that was done by Urban Art Spots, the great Thomas and the great Jürgen, who came with the great Felix today and really prepared the whole front door, symbolizing that the doors of the Laden will be closed for some time again. So this is a special tested baby elephant plus testings situation here for a night. But other than that, I think venues will be closed for some time, or at least with some conditions. So anyway, the idea was to present the QR code with the best moments and songs of this year's what we gathered, and both Pippa and Hans were so kind and brought some beautiful tracks. So we have on the website, and then for everyone who's passing the Laden can scan this QR code. Whoever goes through Pianistengasse or drives through the slow 13a and out of the window of the bus can feature and scan and have a playlist with beautiful moments and beautiful songs. So this is this is just something that we come back to it later. So anyway, thanks for Alles Egal, and maybe this is the spirit of this all. So also hello Andrew. Is really everything egal? He's looking for tone.
Hi. Hey guys, hallo. Wie geht es alles in Wien? Schrecklich. Obviously, around Dominic, you know, nix is schrecklich, right? Around you.
Alles egal.
You know. So yeah, welcome from London. So, but good, amazing. Yeah, we're all still here.
That's good. That's good. We're all here, and this is good. Yeah. So it's like we're still doing. We're still running. And
in the background here.
Yeah.
He's already come. He's like popped in. It's the Italian. Can you see the Italian Santa?
Yeah.
Right.
Nicolauso,
It's
molto
a
elegante.
square Italian Santa.
Right. Well, yeah.
He's square.
He's quite conservative, I think, probably, but
Hey.
he's a decent guy. So he popped in and dropped some Italian stuff off today, so it was quite good.
That's nice.
Yeah, cheers on that.
Cheers on that for sure.
Funny. Wow. And so where are you guys all in Vienna? Yes?
No, I'm in Munich right now.
Ah, okay, right. And which is very international. I love it. Great. Very different there, I guess, right? And is it weird? Is it strange?
I don't know. It's lockdown like everywhere, and I just arrived yesterday, so there's not much different yet. It's also gray and cold.
Okay.
Not so cold though than in Vienna.
Oh, Heikel. Hi, Heikel. That's great. That's so funny. Did you? Normally cameramen are supposed to stay silent, but obviously Heikel didn't get the memo. That's what you get with Heikel. He's writing that he's silent. I don't know. It's really weird. He's probably going to start doing mime. So I'd be really worried. If he starts miming, Let's see.
Well, that's a good feature. Anyway, so how have been your last months? How was London in this time? How was it?
Right now,
what was your funniest moment of normality?
Actually, funnily enough, thanks to some very musical friends, I actually started up on the ukulele, would you believe? Oh my God. And I originally learnt from a Chinese guy on YouTube. I can't remember what his name is, but anyway, lovely guy. And then a friend of mine came over with one of these things. And then I found my old baby rattle. This is amazing. There we go, lovely. And so it came in useful many years later, few anyway. And so we started making some music because obviously in the lockdown, that's what else can you do but actually do stuff? We all become, it's called bustlers or whatever. So you just have to make, and so we've been cooking, making new things. And then also, like yesterday, we made Chinese dumplings, and then also playing playing music. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the fun.
Would you dare play a song on ukulele or half a song?
I did literally, I literally walked in the door about 5 minutes ago, because since about 7 this morning, right now we're, as you know, the others maybe not so much, but I'm basically running several charity operations in London, and they're quite big, so lots of people and lots of things, and it's really quite funny. Like today, a lot of it seems quite dodgy. So London is like, that's really where we invented dodginess. And so like today I get a phone call from somebody and like, oh yeah, we're Swiss chefs and we'd love to do something. And they're all these like super rich people who obviously got, couldn't go to Bali, because of restrictions. So thinking they could do something useful for a change. And so I thought, okay, fine, great. And then I get another call from some dodgy guys like, yeah, we've got a white van in North Kensington, and we've got like some turkey, some nut roast, some parsnips. And I'm like going, okay, where do I meet you? I'm like, okay, fine. So I meet them on the corner of a street in North Kensington, which is like an area that used to be like hardcore drug, crazy crime.
Dodgy.
Yeah, super dodgy, like really. And anyway, so then I meet the guys and they open the van up and I'm like, well, okay, I'll take a couple of those, a couple of nut roasts, lovely. And then I'm driving around with this frozen food thinking, who the hell? And I'm going, of course, the Swiss chefs. So then I call them up and I'm like, okay, I'll see you in a couple of hours. And then I'm thinking, hold on, we need to give the food to somebody. So then I call up a friend of mine who's in an Italian charity, a bunch of Sicilians. And they're like, well, actually, we could do with some food. So I'm like, look, I've got a chef, I've got some food, and you guys need it. So perfect. So literally in one day, just driving around London in a car, we make this deal. and we end up tomorrow with or the 24th with 200 extra meals.
Nice.
I know.
Well done. Well done.
So yeah, so it's kind of that's a kind of a typical day for me for the last since March, basically. Yeah.
That's nice. That's a good story to hear. And I guess exactly for what I heard from you, or when we last, I mean, that was also a couple of months ago, but it was going that direction. But I mean, that's where you go for, it's supporting, and then by building the bridges, you never know where they end. You might not even know where they start.
You know what I'm thinking right now is when there was that stage on Josefstädterstraße and it poured with rain. It was like a Viennese monsoon. It was like Vienna becomes Vietnam, and it was right. It was intense. And you guys, you were on stage, right?
I know.
Yeah, it was an excellent gig. It was a beautiful music. So yeah. So
thank you, but anyway, that's how it is. Yeah, no. Sometimes things, and the rain comes like clouds or whatever. You can't end it. But anyway, so yeah, it's good you're around, and let's pop from London to Munich, and so the last month. So in the last week, I've seen you twice in national TV, which was great because I haven't seen you for some while. And just for a quick idea, how was like this year of filming, and how are the conditions, and are you happy with the result of a funky year of an actress, basically?
Yeah, well, I mean, what you've seen the movies, which is kind of lucky for me because they all are airing and screening in December. The next one is up on the 28th of December now. It seems like, wow, this is such a cool year and she's so busy. But you don't have to forget that all these movies we did a year before. So yeah, I was basically shooting in November and February. And then, like most of the people, I didn't have a job for 4 or 5 months because the whole business was just sorry. There's a phone ringing that I don't know who it belongs to, and I don't know what to do. But I'm also I'm like, shall I just shut it? But okay, maybe. Yeah. So I mean, the year was okay. I was quite lucky because I'm in a kind of a sequel that did happen. Then when were we shooting this? Right after lockdown, and then I did another movie in Munich, and then it happened very spontaneously because somebody else, because of Corona, couldn't do it. I got into another movie, so my year was in the end okay. But I think, like many artists, you don't know what next year is going to be like. I mean, I have no idea how many budgets will be there, because I mean, they say we all get money, but it has to come from somewhere. So I think we're in the middle of an economic crisis anyway already. Yeah, I don't know. I've been lucky and I'm very happy about this. I shot some movies. Of course, the circumstances were very different. We all had to be tested every second day. We all wear masks. So normally, just a brief information, like you get together, it's a warm-up, everyone gets to know everyone, which in Austria is okay because Austria is so small, so after some years you know everybody anyhow. But for example in Bavaria, it's much bigger and you don't really get to know the people because they're all like this. You only see the eyes, you barely say hello, you eat by yourself lunch in like with 2 meter Abstand, distance, and so it kind of, this whole feeling sometimes of like being a team, becoming a family during shooting a movie is very different right now. If you know the people already, it's easier, but if you don't, it's kind of, yeah, everyone does their jobs and it's very professional, but the kind of the spirit of working with people and yeah, I'm really missing this. And normally you also, like say in the middle of the movie you normally have like a party. It's called Bergfest in German, and then at the end of the movie, when you really, you know, it's very intense work most of the times, then you have like a goodbye party. So none of this happens, neither the party where you get to know each other, nor the party where you say, okay, we all worked our asses off, let's celebrate because we all put in some passion and some hard blood. So it's quite sterile to a certain sense. And yeah, I'm still very happy and lucky that I can work. So that's the other thing. You're so thankful that you have work. Not like many others in the event and art scene that just simply have no work at all right now. Yeah, so I'm very thankful for that, but I'm also very looking forward to, I don't know.
End of sterility. Yeah, no, I think this is one of the most important things, or to just not drop in this understanding of is there a word like sterility? If not, there it's now. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll write a song about the end of sterility at whenever. But
Yeah, but also like hugging people. Like I love to see you, but I only like we've seen each other more online than we, you know. It's very new. And then one other example, for example, if you play love scenes or scenes like where a husband and a wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, come closer, it's not allowed to come closer. So it's a weird thing to play because you kind of should express these feelings, but you're not allowed to come closer to that person, which is totally absurd, you know.
yeah, that's it's an absurd time. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely. Ursula, I mean, how is your like everyday flow from the first coffee to the last coffee in between?
Well, I find life almost kind of still the whole year through. I mean, we are living our life normally, but it's not normal like it used to be. And it seems like we are approaching everything new. You know, attitudes are changing, and it's, how you say, everybody's hit by it everywhere. It just depends how everyone is really carrying it. Yeah, that's makes the difference. But everybody is hit, and the situation is one for all. Yeah? And to sum it up, in the end, we just have to keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? Thank God we are here, alive and healthy, and just keep on keeping on.
We're keeping on, exactly. Maybe you have a song for us to keep on.
Well, there is always something. Maybe I play just a little bit of music.
Just a little bit of flow.
Keeping on.
Exactly.
For keeping on.
title to the groove?
Images of dignity.
Images of dignity. I see a lot of images of dignity if I look at the screen here.
Indeed.
So we say also hello to Sophie. How is it with you? It's been a long time.
Hey, wow, good to see you.
Yeah, I'm good. I've actually moved to Berlin since the last time I saw you guys.
You've left West London. I cannot believe you.
I didn't live. I
Where
live
are you
in East London.
from? East, okay, right. But you just, leaving London is just a crime, I think, by itself, isn't it? I don't know.
It's
What's going
okay. I don't think so. I don't feel like a criminal. Maybe I feel like I'm on the run, but not a criminal.
So what makes the move, though?
I'm actually recording an EP here, and I came in September, and I was actually only going to come for a couple of months, but I decided to stay because if you register as a resident here in Germany before the 31st, you can stay after we leave the EU. So I thought it was a good idea because I quite I wanted to move for a while, and Berlin is much better for music and for like surviving as an artist, like financially it's much easier. So yeah.
We have one of the best musicians here in this country is coming from Berlin, and if you look around, you'll meet him here in one of those screens. It's maybe he waves a hand of you like Hans.
Do you mean me?
Yeah.
The best musician is no, it's not
One of the best.
one of the
You
best.
didn't hear that. You don't need to.
But
hear
I'm from Berlin. You're right.
Right. Where are you now?
In Vienna.
Okay, cool.
This is where I met Dominic and.
Right. You live in Vienna now.
Yeah, for 20 years.
Right.
No,
So
I came to study and stayed here.
Okay. That's how it happens. You go and then you just stay.
Yeah, it totally was. It wasn't planned.
Right.
And I grew up on the on the district in Berlin. It's not really like nobody knows it. And surrounding, and so for me, my Berlin experience is different from most of the tourists. I don't know, or party people coming to Berlin. So
Right.
I love Berlin, but I also know like the city from another view. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now it's locked down. So
yeah, sure.
yeah, so it's kind of same. I know the city from another view because I moved here during this time where it's not really, I mean, then like Berlin as it's famous is not really existing right now.
Yeah, I guess.
I think it's yeah, it's fun. I didn't come here to party, so
No.
not yet.
No.
After
Sure.
Yeah, Sophie. I mean, is there any is there a possibility for you to play a song, or didn't you prepare on that, or is it like too much of your composing days? Is there anything you might be able to share that happened this year, maybe, or whatever? Just a little
I was gonna play.
sound snippet.
I was gonna play the song that's on the QR codes thing.
Super.
Which I played at another of these things, and it's called Delivery by Noon, and it's about kind of it's a scene of a person demanding their delivery from a delivery person during a lockdown, and it's really about like class during the pandemic, really. Anyway, yes, I'll play it for you. Well, is it okay if I sit down? I don't have a guitar strap, so can you hear? Is it okay?
And by the way, Sophie, we missed a little bit, but you, it was the sound went off, but it was about class distinctions during the pandemic. Was that it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
cannot breathe your air. Where are the goods? Will you deliver the new electric parts? The contents of our carts, the cans, I am locked in mine. I am entitled to delivery by noon. If you don't mind, I'd like my products. What you can find to make us happy. Anything will do. Anything that's sweet. Anything that's true. Anything that breathes. Anything that moves. I am entitled to delivery by noon. Thanks. Is this how you clap here?
No, I think it,
Got it.
it comes from the like where they're sitting in the small location. It's a concert location, and because when the concerts are late at night, the people aren't allowed to be allowed. So the
Right.
thing is just to clap like this
I got it.
because the applause is too noisy.
Loud for the neighbor.
Yeah,
Got it.
indeed.
Cute.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the Laden move.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, that was Delivered by Noon. Not only a great title, also a great song. Definitely entitled to be a great song with a great history. So thanks also for this participation for the QR code series here, right here. Thanks, Sophie. That's fantastic. Maybe from your Berlin situation, we can also go to Berlinesque Hans and Pieper and groove right from one song to the other. If that is not too spontaneous for Hans and Pieper, if there is a, because I remember they have also like I mean they have a bunch of great songs and a big suitcase of great songs. They also have something that fits for the time. We can also later send the link. The sidewalk to those productions or videos. But Hans, if this is okay, or Pippa, is that
Yeah, sure, it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, because we made an album together, or Pipa's album, and I helped her. And there's a track called Tagada, also featuring like myself with my other band called Neuschnee. But it's not the typical Neuschnee sound, and Tagada is like a carousel on the Prater. It's very famous by the youth, and we just took random phrases of people, like zeitgeistige phrases. I don't know, like you just say, and it's not, you don't really question what it's all about, and we just put it together and made a track, dancey track. So it's coming from the box, you know what I mean? Lol, ich pack mein Leben nicht, aber I love it.
Alles random hier, aber ganz großes Kino.
Chillen wir uns zusammen. Asap,
Auf jeden Fall. Voll nice und cute hier.
ja, so bin ich halt, ja. Ja, so bin ich halt, ja. Ja, so bin ich halt, ja.
Und wie free bist du?
Ich vertagada, vertagada. Tagada, tagada, tagada. Ich vertagada. Tagada, tagada, tagada. Ich vertagada. Tagada, tagada, tagada. Ich vertagada. Tagada, tagada.
Ganz ehrlich, ich will ja nichts sagen. Kann man machen, muss man aber nicht. Aber ich sag mal so, da musst du jetzt durch. Das kann ich dir nicht abnehmen. So einfach ist es. Ist doch so. 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 Weißt du, was ich mein? Und sonst so?
Ich vertagada, vertagada. Tagada, tagada, tagada. Ich 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 vertagada. Tagada, tagada.
Nichts für Unmut, nicht in diesem Ton. Puh, keine Ahnung,
Das musst du selber wissen.
bleib mal locker, da komm ich nicht mit. Sorry, das geht gar nicht.
Jetzt sei doch nicht so.
So emotional, so emotional, so emotional. Alles klar?
Ich vertagada, vertagada. Tagada, tagada, tagada. Ich 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 vertagada. Tagada, tagada. Tagada, tagada, tagada. Tagada, tagada. Tagada, tagada, tagada. Tagada, tagada. Merci.
On mute here.
Water?
So funny. Hey guys, just very briefly. So here, so this is Salma and
Layla.
Layla, and this is like, I'm telling you, my day never ends. So basically, these guys just arrived to deliver a whole bunch of hygienic products for that we're gonna then, and food that we're gonna then hand out in the next few days. So literally, just people just pop in and just drop in, and so they're luckily having an amazing concert. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Delivery by noon. And Tagada, yeah, you got deep into the scene here. The beautiful thing about Tagada is it's you remember it, everywhere in the world. It's like that's Latin wording. It's like diesel or something, Tagada. Even better.
But this
With a
is
lot
so
of things.
London. It's very international. You guys,
Yeah.
so yes, so they're based in where?
Camden.
Camden, love it. So
North London.
North London, it's great. We're all over the place. as you
Camden
can tell.
Dock. Okay, is there still the Camden Flea Market?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's very gentrified now, so it's not as you remember it probably.
As there is, yeah. It's been
Fire, that was it, I feel.
15 years or more.
Yeah, it was really good 15 years ago. That was what I remember it as well. I
Yeah.
went to school around there, but not in the flea market.
So what's good is what's good is eventually everyone's going to come back to Portobello. They're going to get sick of the East End, right? You know, so they'll go like, hold on, what was that place? You know, Portobello.
Will probably be there.
There we go. Back where we are, West London.
That's a great flow. That's a great flow. I like it. Shall we answer to Tagada? It could be like a giving it's like how do you say it? wording of mouth. No, how do you say it? Like what's that game? I whisper something in your ear that's not allowed anymore, but I mean, and then you
Stille Post. You mean?
Stille Post, genau, exactly.
Okay.
It's a song of Stille Post songs. Song circle of Stille Post. Silent Post.
Silent Post, okay.
Although not so silent.
It's delivered anyway.
It's a delivered
it
by you.
seems
It's a
like-
complete mashup of everything we hear
Okay.
tonight. Yeah. Shall we say how about the Pico?
Or play a song together, don't you?
We play a song again. Hans, your wish is my command.
Very good. Brav. Brav.
Very proud. Pico, Pico, where do you go? It's been a strange year running your radio show. You've been out at night. Those 10 days you've been over and under and deep underway. Deep underway. Deep underway. I said, Pico, Pico, don't let me down. You've been over and under, deep underground. You've been rolling the fields, rolling the streets. You've been over and under to make ends meet, to make ends meet, to make ends meet, to make ends meet. I said, Pico, Pico, don't let me down. You've been over and under and made underground in the silence of days, silent away in the silence of everything. Features astray, features away, or maybe underway. I said, Pico, Pico, play me a song. It's been always a sideline. Get me wrong, get me wrong, get me wrong. Don't get me right. It's been over and under, but close to your side, close to your side, day and the night. Da 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 da, oh da 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 da. Oh, take it up, take it up, take it up, take it up, down, take it up, take it up. Tagada down, down, down. This goes out to Tagada. It goes out to Berlin. It goes out to Munich. Goes out to London. Goes out to all of us. As it goes in, what goes out comes back in again. Alright. What you give is what you get. What you get is what you give. In the end, is that what you live? Because when you don't, it's different. That's how it is. So it's the last verse coming in. Oh, Pico, Pico, show me the night. It's been over and under where you spread your light and the streets are drowning. In every route, only walk of your own way, and you walk a new path. Walk a new path. Oh, Pico, you love. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, man, all right. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, all right. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Salah playing on the street. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 50,000 people here around you. It's a good night of groove. It's what we do in the end. You know you can't fail. It's all the way it is, and we're in it. The year's coming to an end, and we're in it. The next year we'll start, and we'll be in it. That's how it is, and how it will be. Oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. La da da da, la da da da, la da da da, yeah, 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 yeah. Porca miseria, molto elegante, grazie. Saladin in the house. Yeah, I was bantering a bit too much. Sorry about that. But anyway, it was great just to feel connected to more to a beautiful circle. I think we place. It's like when the people who went over the seas, when they left the land, because I think maybe we initially started at the sea when we weren't human beings. But then eventually, I think we became human beings on land. And then at some point, people started going back to sea. I don't know. I mean, from one continent to the others. I mean, at one point, I think most of the continents been one big part, but then they split. I don't know why. It was a big fight in the oceans 5 million or billion years ago. Who knows? And anyway, so at one point, I think there was always this soul that there was losing connection. And that's why people started finding this connection and crossing continents. You know, we all left from Africa, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You left very late, you know. I mean, but thank God you came to Europe, you know. That was enriching to Europe. Like, I think my ancestors left 50,000 years earlier. But I mean, coming into the cold Europe, I don't know why, you know. So anyway, but in the end, we unite. So this is great.
Indeed. We recognize.
Yeah, at the end, we all recognize. Yeah. And so some people, I think, went over land and others went over ships to, I don't know, Southeast Asia or South America. Or there was one dude, I think, who thought the world is an orange and went to India. And I think he finally probably arrived in India. What do we know? But anyway, no, so the idea is when all the continents broke together, I think there was a kind of a sensation or a feeling of longing. So that I think was also the idea that people started building boats, and I completely forgot why I wanted to, I wanted to say, because then at some point they had they trusted the sea, but when it was night and it was still on the waters, then suddenly they trusted the stars. And I think this is also the way that we trust the stars, our inner stars, outer stars, these are my stars here, all the people I see here. And so you trust them. And anyway, so this was a sudden idea that has the circle of where we are now here and connected could be a pattern, like the patterns of the stars anyway, I stopped trying to explain. That was far too, but you know what I mean. Or even if you don't, sorry, that's it was an idea. Maybe next time I learn to, Yeah, to be more precise on thoughts that I start. It's yeah, to relate. Anyway, we are all related in one way, and I think the patterns of stars that we see sometimes at night when we are on the big boats over the ocean, they mean something. Whatever. At least it's a painting.
They guide us in the ocean.
Exactly. Even without being able to read
There is
them.
always somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
it brings us to.
it brings us
connects
to
us.
exactly to some way of connection. Anyway, so sorry if I bothered you with some too much of.
No, I get you, brother.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're there. Yeah, that was maybe a bit an excursion too far to do, but anyway. So yeah, maybe let's if we make a last series through all our rooms, is that okay? So that we have like statements and maybe songs more or whatever. Is it cool? Yeah.
I have to go probably in about 5 minutes. I'm afraid because I'm waking up really early to record.
Good.
And
Would
I
you
haven't finished preparing.
would you? I mean, do you need to go now? Would you play one more song, or are you? Would you? Do you hear me?
Yes.
All right. No, is it? Do you need to go now, or would there be one more song that you would play, or do you say it's you have to record right now and you want to also like keep your voice in shape, which is completely fine.
I'm going to keep my voice in shape.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to. I actually have been like feeling like I'm getting a bit of a sore throat.
All right. No, but
so I would, but sorry.
No, that's all fine. That's all fine. It's a good move. You know, that's it's what we're just doing. We're just blinking spontaneously into different flats and living rooms, and so we capture the situations that we're in, which is great. You know, so I'm happy that you want to talk to us. I mean, in exactly. No, it's also great. Like it's in this time of the season to spontaneously gather people that we can exchange of. No, but I mean, Sophie. So I mean, like, keep us posted how the recordings come along, and tell Hans about Berlin, and tell Andrew why you left Berlin. No, you left London.
Yeah. And to let me know how the QR code goes. Sounds exciting.
So basically, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to, because we actually had practiced. Like very briefly, I've only played the ukulele twice in the last 5 years, and so we're basically trying to work on a little treat for you guys. So because I knew that Sophie was having to protect her voice, and so I thought I'd sort of help out, so help a mate, an ex-Londoner, So we're trying to work it out right now, but it'll be a little surprise for you guys. I'm sorry, that's why I was a little bit distracted, because I didn't have time to practice in the car, but we are working on it. And I've got a friend here from Kunming who actually, because we thought we'd widen the circle, the global circle. She's got a beautiful voice, and but literally we've been like sitting in a car the entire day, jumping in and out, delivering food parcels, and no time to practice. But we're doing our best, so it'll be a bit of a mess, but we'll try. But we'll squeeze it in somewhere. So I was hoping that Sophie was going to do something before we did that, but sadly.
No, that's fine. It's perfect. That's a good flow. So we expect some ukulele song without practicing. I mean, this is it's the year of experiments, I would say.
Okay, well, you do something, and we'll do a little thing here, and then we'll try to make it ready for you guys. Okay,
good. Let's move on. I don't know. Hans and Pieper is
yes, we would have a Christmas Christmassy like song.
Christmas carol.
Yeah, because I mean, we have to. No, we wrote a song about we always about shopping and we just try to put it into clothing of this Merry Christmas style, but it's more like a critical song, you know. We could play this, I don't know, if you like.
I love critical songs.
Right on.
Naja, so kritisch ist es.
Yeah, it's a sweet song, but with a, I don't know. It comes from sneaking from the back door, you know. I hope it works
It's
now.
actually featuring Pippa, featuring Neuschnee, featuring das
Yeah.
trojanische Pferd.
It's
So we're
it's three artists, and we just met and had the spontaneous idea to write something like this Christmas song, and the other guy and her, they wrote the lyrics, and I put the music together because I always wanted to make a song that's sounding like a Beatles song. I don't know. I mean, this, yeah, it came out like this. Chestnut drums. Okay. So, 3, 4.
Geschenke, Geschenke, Geschenke. Du sollst sehen, dass ich viel an dich denke. An der Kasse, da kriegst du Prozente. Geschenke, Geschenke, Geschenke. Ein Gartenzaun zum Drüberschauen in eine Welt, die mir gefällt. Ein Fundament, das niemals brennt. Ein Morgengrau zum selber bauen.
Ein Instrument, das niemand kennt und das ich dann gleich spielen kann. Ein Mikrofon mit Autotune,
weil dir der Sound so gut gefällt.
Eine Rakete zum Mond, um zu sehen, wer dort wohnt. Geschenke, Geschenke, Geschenke.
Siehst du, wie ich mich für dich verrenke? Ich brauch bald
schon neue Gelenke.
Geschenke, Geschenke, Geschenke. Zauberstab, Taubenschlag ist jederzeit für dich bereit. Ein Weisheitszahn und Geisterbahn, ein schlechter Reim aus Elfenbein.
Ein Aktenvernichter und stärkende Lichter. Geschenke, Geschenke, Geschenke. Du sollst sehen, dass ich viel an dich denke.
Meine Liebe
ist molto potente.
Geschenke, Geschenke, Geschenke. Und jetzt alle.
Geschenke, Geschenke, Geschenke. Du sollst sehen, dass ich viel an dich denke. An der Kasse, da kriegst du Prozente.
Und Getränke, Getränke, Getränke. Prost. Ich hoffe, ihr seid alle in Weihnachtsstimmung.
Das war's. Ihr seid stumm. Ihr seid alle stumm.
Cool, ich bin ein neuer Fan.
Ja, danke.
Ja, am schönsten ist die Phrase, oder mit dem Molto Prozente.
Ich finde am
Ja, das
schönsten die Phrase mit den Gelenken verrenken. Also so kommt man sich wirklich oft vor, finde ich.
Wir haben dann auch ein Video gedreht auf der Einkaufsstraße.
Weil da muss man ja schon allein, um durchzukommen, muss man sich eigentlich schon verrenken.
Ja.
Ich finde das unglaublich, wie da Leute Schlange stehen bei so Geschäften.
Ja, das war auch an einem Tag, da haben wir uns auch gewundert, weil halt einfach nicht mehr Leute rein durften.
Es war eigentlich Lockdown, also Lockdown light, aber trotzdem Lockdown und es war trotzdem urvoll auf der Maria-Hilfer-Straße.
Ja. Also ich habe eigentlich den ganz großen Vorsatz gehabt, nicht vor Weihnachten in irgendeiner Form eine dieser Straßen zu betreten. Dann musste ich natürlich doch irgendwas noch kaufen und ich bin da nur so durch und ich war irgendwie fassungslos, was ja diese Schlangen auch vom Schokoladegeschäft oder auch vor irgendeinem TX Max oder ich habe keine Ahnung, wie das
Genau, da war die Schlange riesig.
drin ist, weil ich war da noch nie drin. Ich habe so gedacht, gibt es da was gratis oder was ist da eigentlich? Also,
wir sind auch auf ein praktisches Problem gestoßen, weil es klingt jetzt ein bisschen blöd, man muss es jetzt nicht ausdehnen, aber dadurch, dass die ganzen Toiletten dann irgendwie auch geschlossen waren von den Restaurants und so und McDonald's und so, das ist echt, alle wollten auf diese eine Toilette beim Spar und das ist dann irgendwie auch ziemlich spooky. Wenn das kann man halt auch nicht verbieten, dass man aufs Klo muss. Deswegen,
I'm gonna have to go, but it was really nice to see you guys.
Yeah, good recordings for tomorrow.
Okay, so we're gonna try this, guys.
Okay, great. So that's a big wave to Sophie. Thanks.
Hear it?
And goodbye.
Hi, Sophie.
Thanks, Sophie. We're gonna try it. All right. So this is Nina.
Hey.
Hello,
Nina.
Hi.
Where are you from?
You guys.
Oh my God. Okay, so this little thing.
You made me do this.
Yes.
I'm stuck
Bad
comparing
guy.
to you guys.
Yes, I know. Well,
very cool though.
Let's not talk about me. So it's a song you all know. So that's a nice
Please
thing.
sing along.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you know that. Yeah, sing along in the verse, I guess. Yeah. Right. There we go.
You start with it.
Oh God! Literally, just did it 2 seconds ago. So really, okay. Yeah.
Just one paragraph.
I don't know. Go on this.
Talking away. I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shine away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be gone in a day or two. La 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 la. Stumbling away, slowly learning that I'll never escape.
So So that's
I'm
our
losing it. I'm
that's
sorry.
our contribution after a long day. Sorry.
No, I tried my best. I'm sorry.
And usually the baby rattle is part of it as well, but you know.
Nobody played the baby rattle.
Sorry, man. Oh dear God.
You guys rock.
You
You do. You do.
So yeah, so I think we haven't eaten all day either. I'm starting feeling like really low blood sugar right now. Oh.
After singing.
Yeah, exactly. So, but lovely to meet some new people here as well, of course. So your movie, which is out soonish this year? Is there a movie that we can see this year?
No, actually, you just missed it. There was one thriller that came out on, when was that, Domingos?
Yeah, I think
2 weeks
in
ago or
beginning of
something.
December, or?
Yeah, something like that. Two weeks ago. Yeah. So it might screen in Germany in March. So then you have another opportunity to stream it online somewhere.
Right.
And then the comedy is still on the Mediathek. That came out last week, I think. And then there's another thriller coming up on the 28th of December. But it's,
Right.
I don't play it. So anyway.
I love it.
Anyway.
It's good stuff. All right. And again, thank you for the music and thank you for the laughs. Very necessary. And yeah, really good stuff. So, you know, and greetings from crazy London with, Indian twins and, lovely Chinese girl here with a beautiful voice and myself, obviously. There we go.
Bye.
Andrew.
Take care.
Oh, guys.
Yes, take care.
Bye. Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
I kind of don't want to leave you guys alone there, but I think I have to go soonish too because I really need to get my kid to bed if I still hear him outside. But I stay for a little bit, but just in case, because I really want to listen to whatever you guys do. Thank you so much for the performances. And I might then just tune out somewhere. Okay?
Yeah, sure. But maybe because we also did our last track, and maybe it's for you both.
Yeah, maybe it's time to just.
How old is your child?
He's 2. Yeah, he
2.
just
Okay.
Still awake.
Because our daughter is already sleeping. She's 6.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, she's better trained than he.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know. And then if you give him sugar too late, which unfortunately I did because he discovered his Nikolaus that I was trying to hide from him. Yeah, so he's like up and running, and he's with his grandparents now that he hasn't seen for quite a while. So he's very excited and yeah, stuff like that. You know what I mean.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but really lovely hearing your music. I hope we can meet in person soon, and I want to come to a concert and all of that.
Yeah, cool. Would be great.
Inshallah. It will happen soon again.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, because I
the
think
virus.
there was a great show in the Porg and Bess, or?
Yeah, it was my release show from my new album. Yeah, it happened, but now everything is cancelled, and yeah, I don't know what the next year will bring, but
nobody knows. The
the
only
next
good
show
thing
from
is all in the
in
speedboat.
January is cancelled since yesterday, so yeah, I don't know.
The age of the virus it is right now.
Mhm.
So I hope the next age will be much more nicer.
Yeah, that's what we got. Everyone wished for that. Everything is going viral for years. Everybody said we hope.
Yeah,
this is
and
going
then
viral.
as a real virus and
You got it. I mean, let's go back to the points.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I mean, but Bipa and how was the Porgy feeling?
It was great. I mean, there were a lot of guests, and it was a really like something special. It was nice, though the people were sitting and with masks, but it was really nice. Yeah, to perform my new album live was the only time I did it.
Yeah, there was a
Really,
small
I mean-
there was a small window, Can you say that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And then it'll break broke loose again. So
I've been to the Porgy and Bess in this small window as well for some jazz musician I knew, and just the feeling of being in a live concert also as an audience was so nice to just see people perform. I really miss this as well.
now it's strange to see commercials on the outside, just the location saying, "Hey, we're still there," but it's nothing happening right now. But we're still there. I don't know if it's a nice way to put the money in, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
And then you, hey, that's the happening.
Yeah, who knows where we're gonna go
We're looking
exactly.
for something to happen, and it's happening.
Well, on that note, Domingos, before you start, goodbye. I have to leave. I'm very sorry, but it was really nice meeting you. And like I said, I hope we will soon meet in person, in the Porgy, in some room, in the Laden, in wherever, and we'll jam together and or listen or what, and hug especially.
Muchas gracias. Thank you, and have a
Merry
beautiful
Christmas.
day.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Rest of everything.
Nice one. So let's sing one more song, and yeah, and then we call it a night basically.
Almost there.
Is I could try one song that I've performed in I don't know, in the springtime. A song called by Ron Sexsmith.
Baron Sexsmith.
Yeah, he's called Ron Sexsmith, and it's not like the sounds dirty in the name, but it's actually it's a very good Canadian songwriter, and beautiful songs, not too known. But there's one particular song which is beautiful. It's called "Gold in Them Hills," and it writes about the time that if everything is a bit in a funkiness of situations, and there are many gray clouds, there's still gold in the fields, in them fields. You know, there's still something beautiful to see out, and I think the idea is to not forget that there is still beauty in every day, even if every day is sometimes hard to see as every day, because it's not every day. But anyway, I'll try it, and yeah. On that note, I just try. I will fail completely and miserably, but I mean that's
it's good to try.
It's good to try things out. Exactly. As Hans said, it's the age of the virus. It's also the age of the experiment, and so these are the astral signs, I guess. No, it doesn't seem that way, but maybe it's a perfect day, even though the bills are piling. Maybe Lady Luck ain't smiling. And if we only open our eyes, to see the blessings in disguise, hidden on the clouds of fountains, though our troubles seem like mountains, there's gold on them hills, there's gold in them hills, so don't lose heart. Give the day a chance to start. And every now and then life says, do you think you're going so fast? We're apt to think it's cruel, but sometimes it's a case of cruel to be kind. Golden damn hill. And if we get up off our knees, but then we see the forest for the trees, even see the new sunrise, rising over the hills on the horizon. There's gold on them hills. There's gold on them hills. So don't lose faith. Give the world a chance to say a word or two, my friend. There's no telling how this day might end, and we'll never know until we see there's gold on them hills, gold on them hills. So don't lose heart. Give the day a chance to start. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There's gold on them hills. Ron Sexsmith in the house.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice song, and it's worth listening if you look for the it's a piano version, not a guitar. Yeah, it's really yeah, it's a treat at some point. Yeah. Anyway, this is exactly. I think it's a nice flow. Is there a last song that you might want to perform? Only if you want. If you say it's time to leave, then we say it's time to leave. There's no flow in the whole.
I think this is, for me, it's like it's a wonderful final
Yeah,
statement,
it was a
Judith.
Yeah.
nice last song.
We had a round each one, and now
Salah.
Finalized.
Yeah.
Salah.
Good
Yeah.
flow. You don't have to. I think it's the idea is to spontaneously get a bit of being in the Laden, get the lights off in the Laden, enjoy the QR code, and
Yeah.
so for the people who pass by in the 8th district, pass by Piaristengasse and enjoy it, because then it's a nice selection of songs. I like it. Shall we call it a night?
And it's a big code. You sent me a picture, right?
Yeah.
It's really a big one. It's the biggest QR code I ever have seen. So
I think it is the biggest. It's the biggest QR code in the whole city.
in the world, maybe, Dominic.
Maybe even the world. We have to ask Thomas and Jürgen, the guys who placed in front of the door today.
Is it another reason why tourists should come to Vienna? Maybe because it's.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely worth coming by. Knocking on the closed doors of the Laden, but receiving a
getting
QR
the cell phone and it's big.
Yeah, it's urban art spots, and it's a big exactly. It's huge. It's huge. Anyway, it's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
The playlist is also huge.
Yeah,
I like it.
Indeed.
It's worth coming by always.
I think I should take a look.
Yeah.
Take a look. It's a song that's haunting me in these times, and I think it has some relevance. When you look in the mirror, tell me, what do you see? Do you think it's who you are or who you'd like to be? When you look at the shadow, tell me, what do you see? Do you think it's a giant or do you crush a flea? We are nothing else but what we think we are. We can die in the mud for reaching for a star. So if you are feeling down and out, take a look at yourself, my friend. And if you are still in doubt, take a look at yourself again. You've got it all inside. You can run, but please don't hide. Take a good look. Take a good look. Take a good look. Take a look. When you're by yourself, tell me, what do you want? Do you want the things you have or the things you can? The heart was made to love and the mind to understand. You're feeling down and out, take a look at yourself, my friend. And if you're still in doubt, take a look at yourself again. You've got it all inside. You can run, but please don't hide. Take a good look. Take a good look. Take a good look. Take a look.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Saladin in the house.
Thank you. Glad
Good
to
group.
be here, man.
Good, good. Yeah. Thank you for the vibes.
And
The
to play
song.
with somebody even.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a rare treat. It's a rare treat,
Absolute, man.
and it takes exactly long ways of
It's
preparation
such a
to be
joy,
able to
man.
enter.
Such a joy. It's really, I miss that quite a lot.
Yeah, let's see where we're all going to. But anyway, we're wishing all the very best. So Thanks Salah, thanks Patricia, thanks Andrew, thanks Sophie, thanks Pippa and Hans. Thanks to both of you. Great,
You're welcome.
great songs
Nice to meet you guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
We share the moments. Great.
We see each other again next year.
We will.
Yeah.
And wish you best of luck with your new CD.
Thanks.
It sounds great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It is great, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, thanks Mike for connecting all of us, and then yeah, wishing the very best and good flow, maybe good sunny days, internally, externally, warmth, fun, good flows, nice ideas, and enjoyable moments, and moments of gratitude
Indeed.
and gravity, and then at the same time also easiness. Or that could be a good wish.
Moments
For-
of joy and love, yes.
That's what this
Yeah.
place is, at least
Yeah.
maybe normally a harbor of, hopefully somehow. Anyway, so yeah, buenas noches, molto elegante. Yeah, thanks for again to Jürgen and Thomas for placing the big code. Maybe, as Hans said, the biggest in the city.
In the world.
Yeah, the city is the world, basically.
Yeah.
Close. It's the relativity in these days of movements, the way we can move, you know, now going from I don't know, Joetown to Floridsdorf is like yeah, a year ago it was a different it was going from, I don't know, London to Pennsylvania. So it's relativity is a new code. And yeah, so we are in the good flow of in the mood of reflection.
Everything is good.
Yeah, I wanted to
Yes,
say this the whole
everything is
evening.
good, really.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Then, as Salah said, finalizing this year 2020 of Laden actions, and there's been a lot of good actions and beautiful moments. 99% outdoors, and yeah, and tonight even a tiny percentage of indoors. But as you said, what did you say? It all is good.
All is good. All is good. We
All
are
is good.
here
Thing
and we
is-
are living. Yeah, we are living and loving life. So what else? We just keep on keeping on. That's the motto.
I think that is the motto.
Great motto for next year.
All right.
Sales vorbei ist.